Congratulations at Mysterious Origins 1 with your groundbreaking video. Rewrite Human History. Your video is a very good, compelling and groundbreaking video. It holds information that is essential to correctly rewrite the human history, as geneticist David-Reich urges us all to participate in this so for many years now. At Mysterious Origins 1 is certainly doing its part. Luzia, Lagoa Santa. The Lagoa Santa remains in Brazil were first discovered by Danish naturalist Peter Wilhelm Lund in the 19th century, this while he was focusing on the area's karst landscape, which is rich in caves and limestone formations. In 1843, he made a significant discovery in the Sumidouro Cave, the fossilized skulls and bones of 30 humans, alongside the remains of extinct megafauna, including mastodons and ground sloths. In other videos you will see that Luzia, Lagoa Santa are interconnected and central, at least in Brazil, involving rivers and oceans, and obviously also ships, with at least 10 other places with similar characteristics like rock paintings and fossils, including megafauna, including the extinct giant sloth, as well as quite often also extinct whales. Luzia, Lagoa Santa is central, at least in Brazil, between an area with Itaparica tradition, central and northeast, and Umbu tradition, clearly south of Brazil, with Rio Grande do Sul in the extreme south, and interconnected and central, at least in Brazil. Paleolithic highway traffic signs. Itaparica stones, like Inga Stone in the state of Paraíba, Brazil, are enigmatic stones with inscriptions along rivers in Brazil and South America. When zooming in on the Itaparica tradition high coverage area, we see that the northeast, but especially Paraíba, Pernambuco, and Rio Grande do Norte, are covered by these Itaparica stones and or the bias-coined Paleolithic highway traffic signs, also megalithic arches. We claim that especially the rock paintings, but also the stones connect similar places across the Atlantic, but also across the Pacific, but always related to out-of-America migrations and exchanges. These inscriptions across Brazil, the Americas etc., are by certain specialists interpreted as Phoenician and or Jewish. Next to these inscriptions also cuneiform tablets, like later in Mesopotamia, run across South and North America. Some of the detected cuneiform tablets are amongst the oldest in the world. While we agree, we claim that the Phoenicians are in fact out-of-Americans, this amongst others because the DNA-based ancestral markers point this out. Later in history, it is possible, and more or less obvious, that Phoenicians and Jews and or Hebrews migrated to and later migrated back to the Americas. We claim that they never stopped to interconnect across the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean, currents and gyres, including exchanging and trading goods and persons, including hybrids, in ways similar to the later slave trade out of Africa. Pacific Ocean between the Luzia signals. At 4:56 of the At Mysterious Origins 1 video we are reacting to, At Mysterious Origins 1 informs us that there is an entire Pacific Ocean between Australasia and the Americas, and we still don't know how these ancestral genomic signals appeared in Central and South America, this without leaving traces in North America. Obviously this is a serious paradigm for Standard Dogma out of Africa, that does not accept out of America ships, let alone advanced navigation departing from the Americas. Like also Thor Heyerdahl, and his small team, did in the former century to make his point, that just as us claimed out of America. This first to Polynesia in a stearless raft without a compass, and next around the whole world. Funnily enough Standard Dogma accepts that the Polynesians with small boats were able to run up and down the Pacific between Hawaii, Easter Island and Polynesia, which are like near to undetectable islands in the largest ocean that covers about half of the planet. As all relevant scientific markers tell us for many decades now, that the origin of all humans lies in the Americas, out of America. Or in other words, no one has to explain how certain genomic signals, like the one related to Luzia, that are detected across the world appeared in Central and South America.